Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Maddie and I'm really happy to have you here. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that subscribe button. So the fun fact of the day is that my first concert ever was a Backstreet Boys concert. Let me know down in the comments who you saw at your first concert. So today we're doing a tag. We're doing a 90s tag because you guys know I love the 90s. And I'm really excited. So let's jump on into it. So the first question is, what is your favorite 90s teen movie? And there are just so many. I don't know how they actually expect people to pick. I mean, Clueless kind of changed a lot. Like, I feel like it changed the way we dressed, the way we talked. We took a lot away from that movie and kind of kept it with us. At least where I live, the young people, that's what we did. We took a lot from that movie and we wanted to bring it into our own lives, and we wanted to dress like them, have their accessories. We all bought the fluffy pens, we all bought baby tees. Yeah, when we started using a lot of the slang from the movie, so that's a big one. And of course then there's a lot of really great ones towards the late 90s. There's She's All That, and then there's the scary ones like Scream, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Especially Scream is really, really iconic, and Neve Campbell was so huge at the time. I really looked up to her. So the list can go on and on. It was a really good time to be a teenager. The second question is also hard. Maybe they'll all be hard. What's your favorite artist of the 90s? Like, it really depends when you ask me, because obviously, like, as the years went on, new people come out, I could change my mind, this and that. I went through very different phases. But I guess, like, if I just want to think of the whole, like, which bands did I like throughout the whole 90s the most, I'm saying bands and singers kind of like mixed together. Of course, I really loved Alanis Morissette. I don't know what young woman didn't, because she was so powerful and so amazing. I love TLC. Again, they're iconic. And I really love Coolio and LL Cool J. Backstreet Boys, as far as boy bands, and NSYNC towards the end of the decade. 98 Degrees. And then of course, there was the whole Puff Daddy, Mace, Biggie, Little Kim. All those people were amazing. So the list goes on and on. I'm someone who really liked all genres. The only genre I was not into was country, because this is a fun fact. I grew up in one of the only radio markets in the entire United States that didn't have a country radio station. It has one now, but it did not have it at that time. Favorite candy or sweets? So back in the earlier 90s when I was younger, we used to love downing the worst things for your teeth. Pixie sticks, especially those like giant pixie sticks. And then Nerds. Oh my god, Nerds are so good. Oh my god, and Fun Dip. You're literally taking like a sugar stick and dipping it into a bag of sugar and putting it in your mouth. But as the song says, you like Fun Dip and Cherry Coke. You love Fun Dip and Cherry Coke. I like the way you laugh when I tell a joke. Favorite video games of the 90s? I was a Super Nintendo person. I really love Super Nintendo. And I think, is it just called Super Mario World? The one where there's Mario, Luigi, and there's Yoshi, and there's all the different colored Yoshis as you go on. I think that's what it's called. That was my absolute favorite game. And I like to find like the secret worlds and stuff. And then to this day, if anyone knows this game, please tell me down below. I can't think of the name. But my brother and I used to rent a game from the local video store. It was a Simpsons game. And one of the challenges, I think you strap bar onto like a wheel. Another one, like you got to throw tomatoes. It sounds silly, but we really liked it. And I don't know what it was called. So if anyone does know, please tell me down in the comments. The next question is favorite 90s clothing store. I really love Delia's, especially when I got to be like a teenager. They just had really cool clothes, and I love getting the Delia's catalog in the mail and like marking things off on every single page. That's the kind of stuff I think I miss. I mean, there are still paper magazines, but yeah, it was just something to really, really look forward to. It was really cool. And then, oh my gosh, the very, very end of the 90s, you like had to get a shirt from Abercrombie or you were not allowed to go to school. Like, I mean, I went to private school, but like anytime there was like a party or dance, there was like this one year, either I want to say maybe 99, where like you had to have an Abercrombie shirt like in your wardrobe. It was just that popular. They were the ones, it was kind of Dawson Creek's fault because Joey, despite her character not having a lot of money, would wear them a lot. They kind of looked like they were checkered, but they were not like flannel checkered, like the checkers were smaller. I remember I did beg my mom for a baby blue one. They're like $50. It was crazy, but yeah, I needed it to fit in and I got it and it was cute. I loved it at the time. Looking back, I'm like, you really don't need a $50 checkered shirt, but it is what it is. There was Abercrombie and Fitch fever for a while. Again, it inspired a song even. When I met you, I said my name was Rich. You look like a girl from Abercrombie and Fitch. New kids on the block, had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick. And I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer. For the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. This question is your favorite Nickelodeon show. I really like Salute Your Shorts. And the funny thing about Salute Your Shorts is when I got older, I realized there's very few episodes. Like, I can't remember how many, but I feel like it's less than 20. Like, there's barely any. As a kid, it seemed so fun to watch that show all the time. And I actually do not like its little sister show, Hey Dude. That was not my cup of tea. I liked Wild and Crazy Kids, Double Dare. Everyone likes Double Dare. Of course, oh my goodness. Of course, I liked Are You Afraid of the Dark? Me and my neighbor used to make a little fort and like have sleepovers because we thought it was just like so scary. It was really, really fun. The next one says, what would you watch when you came home from school? And it depends. In the early 90s when I came home from school, Saved by the Bell was usually on in syndication and I was so excited. I always wanted to watch it. I was in love with Zach and Kelly. I had a Saved by the Bell board game. I had Zach and Kelly Barbie dolls. That was awesome. And in the second half of the 90s, when I was a teenager, I used to run home from school, typically with a friend or two, and we would try to catch the countdown on MTV. Was Carson Daly doing it yet, or somebody else doing it? I don't know, but we tried to catch the countdown on MTV and hope our favorite video would be number one. And sometimes it was disappointing because you waited till number one and then the video actually got kicked off the list. But it was fun. What's that called? TRL? Yeah, Total Request Live. The next question is Britney or Christina? It's Britney, bitch. Even back then, I mean, Christina Aguilera is very talented. But even though they came out around the same time, they were competition, we kind of knew that Britney was going to be like the icon. Like, she was just something about it. Like, I'm pretty sure Christina Aguilera's first song, or at least the first one I ever heard, was Genie in a Bottle. And I liked it, but I really wasn't that crazy about it. Whereas Britney Spears in that Hit Me Baby One More Time and that school uniform, since I had to go to private school, she made private school look sexy. It was just really awesome. I really, really loved her. And again, she was someone who, like, she had those cute little, like, hair clips in that video. And me and my friends had to go run and get the hair clips. She was someone that became an instant, someone we looked up to, someone we wanted to dress like. We thought she was so, so cool. We even watched Crossroads, which is not something many people will admit to. The next question is, did you have your own Tamagotchi? And again, no, but I feel like by the time that caught on, I was a teenager and I just didn't really want one. My brother had one, but I kind of was just, I think, a little bit, like, I thought it was a little childish. You know how when you're young, you always want to be older than you are? I think we thought it was a little bit childish and we moved on to other things and we just didn't want Tamagotchis. This question is, what is the best Disney movie of the 90s? There's such good ones that came out. Oh my gosh, we have like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King. I think Little Mermaid came out in 89, so that would not count. I like all of those movies a really, really lot. I'm gonna have to say Beauty and the Beast because I made my mom take me to see it twice because I love Belle because she had brown hair. And I think when you're a little kid, you always like look up to like the princess that looks like you. Like, I was like, yes, the princess with brown hair, because like Cinderella was a blonde. And I just really enjoyed it. And then we also went to Disney on Ice, Beauty and the Beast, and oh my god, that was so much fun. I commend my dad for sitting through it. It was amazing though for me. These last few questions are similar to an earlier question, but just a little more specific. This one is, what was your favorite Nickelodeon 90s cartoon? I really liked Doug. I just really thought it was a cool show. I liked him and the dog Pork Chop and Patty and Skeeter. I thought it was a cool show. And I also liked Ren and Stimpy because everybody liked Ren and Stimpy. Even Cher Horowitz liked Ren and Stimpy.
I can't believe I'm taking advice from someone who watches cartoons.
Be quiet, you idiot.
That's Ren and Stimpy. They're way existential.
And then it says, what is your favorite Nickelodeon game show of the 90s? Well, I already said I liked Double Dare, but that was not my favorite. I wanted to be on Legend of the Hidden Temple. So freaking bad. And if you were around the same age as me, you know you did. Everyone wanted to be on that show. It looks so cool. Oh my goodness, I'm so sad I never got to be on it. It just looks so awesome. And then the last question is, what do you like better, SNCC or TGIF? Although SNCC is awesome, and I said I love Are You Afraid of the Dark, I have to give it to TGIF because TGIF brought us up some iconic shows that people are still into today. Full House, for example, was once part of TGIF, and it says that Full House is airing in syndication so much, like at every minute somewhere around the world someone's watching Full House, so that's pretty amazing. And it even went into the reboot Fuller House, which is really successful. So yeah, it gave other iconic shows like Family Matters, Boy Meets World is awesome, Perfect Strangers, Step by Step, you gotta love Step by Step, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So just a lot of things that would end up standing out as like 90s iconic shows for everybody, not just for kids. I think that was what's cool about TJF also, is that, like, especially when I was younger, my mom always watched it with us, and it wasn't like, oh, she was just sitting through it to be nice. Like, it was shows that kids and adults both really could enjoy, and I think that's what made it kind of special and magical. And I think they need to bring more things like that back. I think it would be kind of cool. So I hope you enjoyed this tag. Let me know down below what some of your favorite things from the 90s are. Anything you want to share, movies, TV, music, I'd love to hear all about it. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.